from Guy Code, and you're listening to WICR.
We're back, and this is Annie. I mean, Bayside with the Unknown Show.
You've given away your identity. It's all
No,
over.
no longer
We're gonna have to
are the
kick you off the
unknown.
show.
We no longer are the Unknown Show.
Well, this is Boston.
And this is Colorado. Is joining you. And we are also the Unknown Show, if that wasn't clear. Yeah, so the last 3 songs you heard were...
An indie song, another indie
Is that
song,
copyrighted?
and another indie
Yeah.
song.
Oh, yeah, Colorado's back. I wasn't...
Yeah,
was that-
Colorado's
Okay,
here.
I said it.
Oh, the screams.
It was Please...
I wasn't even screaming.
No, I just...
It was Please Don't Go by
both
Joel
of you.
Adams, which is a lot... very popular. And then it was Fall Together by The Temper Trap, who had a very, very good song.
The what?
Sweet
out of
Disposition.
a show. Yeah, Sweet Disposition off of
What word did you say?
The Temper Trap.
Temper Trap.
Temper Trap.
Yeah.
You never heard Sweet Disposition?
No, I probably
Oh,
have.
okay.
From, what movie
But
is
Top
it?
40 is
I can't
classic.
remember.
Top 40 is knowing the song, but not who sings it.
Oh.
Is it?
Yeah,
I didn't realize that was a thing.
it is. Unless it's mainstream artists like Taylor Swift, Ed Sheeran, anyone.
And then our final song was Someone That Loves You by, I think it's Hone and Izzy Bazoo again. And you heard White Tiger by her
Dang.
earlier, and she's just
She's
very,
just
very talented.
All over the place today. Speaking of
beautiful.
things I love, Kevin Jonas.
Flawless transition.
Kevin Jonas announced last evening that it was last night. Not that it really
What's
matters.
the difference?
It mattered.
That
to
was our live
me.
audience. I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry, NBC
Watch it, Peanut
Studios. He announced yesterday that they will be having a second baby, and 2 cute pictures were taken. One was of Elena Rose, who is their first child, who is, I believe, 3, and she was in a Big Sister shirt. And then the second photo was of him and Danielle, his wife, in bed, and he was holding like a baby book thing, and she was just surrounded by food and like eating it. It was really great, and I'm really excited because, I mean, just obviously like for them and having a baby, because I know from Married to Jonas that they were struggling with having children
I'm
originally.
so happy for them that they're
I
able
also
to...
watched that show.
Married to
Yes,
Jonas.
don't you
I
worry.
watched the show Jonas.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
All the fans.
Can't not watch it.
But what excites me is just he got married really young. He was, I
Yeah.
believe,
He was
21 or
21.
He may have been, okay, I'm not sure. It was 20 to 22, but definitely not at the end of 22 at most. So it was probably 21. But me as a fan, I got a lot of flack from my family. They were upset towards me that he was getting married so young. And I was just like...
Because you were like the connection between them and Kevin Jonas.
Yes, because I was
Gotcha.
everyone knew in my family. I was a huge Jonas Brothers fan.
Yeah, me too.
And so they came after me and were like, "He's getting married really young" and all this stuff. And I was like nervous because obviously I didn't know like what to say about it. I was like
Like, I
sixth
don't
grade.
know him personally.
Yeah.
I can't just be like, you're making a mistake.
Exactly. And I mean, I was
On
like,
the Facebook.
I also couldn't just like stick up for him because young marriages sometimes in fame don't last as well, you know. You just don't know. But I think he really proved them wrong. I mean, he's such a humble guy. You never see
Sometimes
him.
they do last.
I think
They do last, and not all
like
of
my
them fail.
parents.
all the Jonas Brothers.
No, I said
Yeah,
in
there you go.
famous circles, though.
My
just to
parents are
clarify.
famous.
I'm sorry, I forgot. I know, but I just meant
The
like
Unknown Show.
when
Now
my,
our listeners
my aunt
think-
and uncle got married early too, but like
Yeah.
Now
my
our
parents
listeners
got
think.
well. My parents met
that
at
it related to
18
someone
and got
famous.
married as soon as they left college.
jeez.
So yeah,
I can't say that about my parents, but just like an example of a failed engagement, Zayn and Perry.
Yeah.
But you know, Kevin really just made that
And he
stereotype
did it,
wrong.
He did it right after, like, Jonas. Like, it was right at the end of the Jonas Brothers too, which I think was good.
yeah.
I think they were considering getting married before then, but I'm glad they waited just because I think it gave them time to adjust and get ready for married life. And they're definitely, or at least it looks like they're happy on social media. And
I agree.
through that show. So
Yeah,
I mean,
and
except for that tree incident and Married to Jonas.
and you know, they seem like really rooted despite your tree reference that was not supposed to be a pun. And
I just got it.
But yeah, no, they just make me really happy. And they got married in Ohika Castle, which is
it's gorgeous.
Long Island, which I remember we were talking about Colorado.
Yes.
But yeah, I know I really like them together.
I didn't realize that my nephew could date not only Princess Charlotte but also Elena Jonas.
Dang. He has choices.
What a time to be alive for him.
Really?
Honestly.
Just jet set around the world, having him meet these young toddlers.
Right.
Why not?
Oh, absolutely. With the plethora of money that I have for that.
Just betrothed them. It's fine.
I
win. I win. He wins.
He's adorable.
Honestly,
I'm sure
hit him
someone
up.
would
Just
be
be like, my nephew's
perfect
interested.
for my daughter. Like,
Exactly.
He's also 3, but he's interested.
He's 3.
Sign the contract.
Yeah. We also have Joe Jonas, who is doing well with DNCE, who is his band, 4-person band.
Yes.
And, they just seem to be doing really well. I wouldn't say they're...
Someone who wasn't doing well would not be on Grease Live.
Yeah,
exactly.
That's true.
That I was so excited by that.
That was exciting.
I didn't. Yeah.
They did a good job too.
And then
except when the sound went out, you remember that?
Yeah. It's now on
Didn't
Netflix.
happen. We don't speak of that.
It's
It
on
was
Netflix
perfect.
with the sound.
I know. I'm so excited it's on Netflix because my sister and mother
yeah.
have not seen it, so I'm watching it.
My
this
best
summer
friend
with them.
hadn't seen it either, and I was like, "Is this the first time
That's
or
so
the millionth
smart.
time?" And she's like, "The first time." I'm like, "Oh my god."
Yeah, I'm glad they put that on Netflix.
Yeah.
And then Nick's kind of just his album just got released.
He's just riding a wave, man.
Within the last month. I'm actually not sure of the date at
One of his
all.
He's
singles
touring
was
with
on
Demi.
the top something
and
list.
he's touring with Demi Lovato.
Yep.
Indeed.
So
I saw, which she's great live, so I can imagine with her homeboy Nick Jonas, like Disney reuniting for some awesome music, because they both have like done stuff separately now, so it's like a very cool like connecting of two worlds kind of thing.
And now all their fans are older. The people who saw him on Camp Rock and Sunny
See.
with a Chance and Jonas.
It's great because when I went to Demi Lovato, it was like we were I went with just a friend, and we were definitely towards like the top of the demographic, and so there were a bunch of like 10, 11, 12-year-olds there, and we're like, you don't even know. I was like, you weren't even there. Like, were you born when Camp Rock came out? Because I don't think you were.
Yeah.
So I can think the same thing's going to happen with Nick
audience is
Jonas
gonna
and Demi
be
Lovato.
Much older, I think.
Nick Jonas, though, might help because he's done a lot more music now that's broken him away from
So is Demi,
Disney.
yeah.
She has as well, but like I remember there were a couple songs that Demi has done which are good and stuff, but like I don't know. When I just think Nick Jonas now, I think of the more recent songs that he's done where
they're much more
instead of
mature.
they're much more
administration,
mature. They're not complete like like
Opposite.
Miley Cyrus, or which isn't bad, but he didn't like make that complete like 180 from stuff. So I think that might help bring in like a higher demographic.
Yeah. So, they were
older.
just kudos to their parents, I think, because
Some good genes there.
Yeah,
they
all of
are
them
just
talented and
they're just like the poster child, I feel, for what should happen to a band after
Two children
it's
stars
over.
too.
I
Yeah,
mean,
exactly.
They could have been torn apart, which would have been awful.
They could have
because
just
they
been
are
all kinds
of
brothers. They
messed
are
up.
family, but
right. I remember fearing that when I
was
heard that they were breaking
terrified.
up, because like they covered it on Married to Jonas a little bit, and I was just like,
yeah.
oh my god, like they're all gonna disown each other, like none of them are gonna be friends anymore, and that's not the case, which is awesome.
Yeah,
and they're all
they're still
successful,
brothers.
and
they're not trying too
doing their own
hard.
thing.
None of
No.
them, what they're
Yeah,
doing
they're
is
just
kind of like,
kinda
oh, just give it a rest,
taking
go
their
into the
time.
backlight.
Yeah.
Though they're all just kind of being very humble, and I feel proud of my younger self for liking
Me
a band
too.
with such good values.
Yeah, they're
morale.
talented. They're all talented musicians. They
Yeah.
can all sing. They all play multiple instruments.
what
I
is
mean,
Kevin doing?
He's just he created an app. I know that. It's a food app. I forget the name of it though.
Because he was more like I remember hearing that he was wanted to be more like behind the scenes on stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did a lot of the tech stuff on their tours and stuff
Right,
like
right.
that.
Mhm.
And he was always more into guitar. He was never really into singing or lyrics as
Ooh,
much.
I remember that, yeah.
so-
Yeah.
He was on Celebrity Apprentice too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I think he does that, and I think he kind of just does his thing at
He's
home.
just living the
Yeah.
home life.
Yeah, I think
which is
he's
good
really
for
happy
him.
with
he
that.
toured most of his late teens and 20s, and it's
Yeah.
time for him to have a little break.
I feel like he might have. don't know. I feel like he's directed like some like indie stuff or some like music videos
I
or
think
something.
he does short films.
Because I remember when he was on Celebrity Apprentice, one of the things was, creating a commercial or whatever, and they picked him as the project manager because he had experience in doing such a thing, and that's like what Donald Trump wasn't surprised by that either, but I'm sorry, those were the angels singing from the heavens.
It was actually my voice.
Yeah. Julie's just trying out her pipes real quick.
I can imitate computers on command.
Whoa, Julie, that was you
while
too?
I was speaking.
While I was speaking.
All right.
Simultaneously.
I think that was
multitasking.
the angels telling us to play more music, so I'm going to listen to that.
Right.
All right.